But going on to the last topic of the day, actually, it's kind of like a free for whatever topic, whoever feels, because the question is, what was the biggest storyline coming out of Super Bowl 50? Do y'all believe? And I mean, I'm pretty sure all three of us have different opinions of what the biggest story is coming out of it. So, Khaled, let me hear your story first. What do you think the biggest storyline is coming out of Super Bowl 50? From this, the whole game, the post-game stuff, what do you think the biggest story is coming out of it?
I think it'll definitely be Peyton Manning's retirement. Because they asked him that, like, is this gonna be your last game or the last year you play? But he never really answered it.
So he's gonna drink a lot of beer.
Budweiser.
Yeah.
He ain't even sponsored by them.
No.
So I think that's definitely going to be a big story, like whether or not this is going to be his last time playing, or whether he sees himself playing with the Broncos next year. Because, like you said, he could definitely ride passenger seat on that team. But
I don't know if that team looked the same, honestly. They got a lot of free agents. Von Miller's a free agent.
That's a lot of money that they don't have. Like
Yeah,
the Jaguars and Raiders do. I'm saying.
Go on, Colin.
But yeah, and without Peyton Manning being clear about what he want to do, and people still questioning whether or not he should still stay, I think that they're gonna be trying to get that out of him from now until whenever. So I think that's definitely gonna be one of the biggest stories. Apart with just Cam Newton and his just like breakdown. I guess that's what they want to call it.
All right, Rashad, what do you think the biggest story is coming out of it?
Brendan, I feel like we got the same story here. I feel like when I say my story, it'll be like, it's going to be the same story. But the biggest story coming out the Super Bowl was the picture that Marshawn Lynch posted during the Super Bowl saying that it's over with, basically, hanging the cleats up.
Beast mode.
That is the biggest story of the Super Bowl. Won't even have nothing to do with the Super Bowl.
Beast mode.
But it was Marshawn Lynch basically saying it's over.
Mm-hmm.
That was the biggest story.
That is a big story for me because Marshawn Lynch has terrorized my team for years. I'm a Rams fan and being in the NFC West, having to see him 2 times every year, it's just, man, how many times you gotta see somebody dive into the end zone like it's just so much, man. He just runs all over your team all the time, but. Honestly, we have differing stories, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I feel like the biggest story that's being made out of this is Cam Newton's walking off in the post-game interviews. And everybody's talking about how they don't feel like he showed enough as a leader of the team. He didn't show enough class or whatever to stay up. But the thing is, for me, he answered questions. He did answer questions. And then after one question that he was asked, he got up and left during the post-game interview. But here's the thing that people seem to just leave out, and just leave out of the whole equation. For one, who wants to talk after a big game, a huge loss?
The Super Bowl.
I'll ask Rashad this question because he's been to the championship game. Rashad, after you lost, and this isn't even the Super Bowl, and you lost y'all championship game. How did y'all want to talk really after y'all lost y'all championship game?
So when we lost our junior year, we had to receive these medals for second place. We stay on the field and watch the other team celebrate. And they tried to get us to speak to every representative who handed out the medals. Mm-hmm. Nobody on my team said a thing.
Yeah.
We took the second place medal. We didn't say nothing in the locker room. We didn't say nothing on the bus. We're supposed to go eat. We didn't even want to eat no more. Like you don't want to speak. Like it hurts when you lose. Like losing in the biggest game of the season is the most devastating thing there is. So
it's painful. You know what I mean? And everybody's criticizing Cam Newton because they say that he shouldn't have got up, or he should have spoken more. I'd like to see somebody give a speech after they just lost the NBA Finals, after they lost the Super Bowl. Like I would love to see somebody give a drawn out speech. I mean, not everybody's perfect Peyton Manning is going to give a perfect speech about how I got whooped 43-8 or whatever when it happened to him a few years ago against Seattle. And Cam Newton's knowingly been emotional throughout his whole career. I'm not saying he handled it perfectly. Yes, I don't feel like he should have gotten up in the middle of a question and gotten up and left. But another reason why I believe that they are not giving him enough credit for how he handled it, because sometimes it's better not to say it too much and say the wrong thing than to say nothing at all. Because what nobody realizes is that they had the Broncos players in the same room interviewing them, and you can hear the Broncos players being asked a question, or Chris Harris. You can hear Chris Harris being asked the questions about their game plan and how they locked up the passing game of the Panthers. And Cam Newton's sitting there listening to them while he's being asked his questions. And so you expect him to be able to sit there and just listen to the happy, jubilant players talk about how we just shut them down, lock them down, and answer his question. You expect them to sit through the whole thing and just listen to that? Like that's this unreal expectation.
Yeah,
like
they were also asking the same repetitive questions to him, like,
yeah,
what does defense just do to you? A couple questions later. So how does defense do that to you?
Yeah, like it's like
the same thing.
I'm
Just
so aggravated. Like, yeah, I just heard this question.
Yeah,
and I'm already feeling salty about it or upset about it. That's salty.
You know what I'm
saying? Just feeling upset about it, and I gotta hear it again.
And you can only imagine how he feels because, granted, however many critics he has or whatever, because they even showed it on Twitter on the ESPN poll, how many, or on the NFL Inside actually, the amount of tweets, the negative tweets Cam Newton has had, the tweets referring to him as the N-word of hard ER on the end, as a effing word, ER, whatever. You saw so many things on Twitter that were just negative, connotations of Cam Newton. And all he's done this season is played. While they played, you could say they played with a cocky or arrogance around them. At the end of the day, they were having fun. At the end of the season, that's what they're doing. They're having fun. And I've noticed people don't seem to like it when the team's having. Because that's the same way people felt about the Legion of Boom a few years ago. People felt like the Legion of Boom was too full of themselves, but they backed up the numbers. And the Panthers have backed up the number. While the Legion of Boom maybe not have danced and stuff, Richard Sherman was very, he was very expressive with how he carried himself. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He never showed any remorse in calling himself the best cornerback in football. You know what I'm saying? He was always very open with how he felt about whenever they go into play a team that the Legion of Boom was going to show up, and they never hit that. And Cam Newton has never showed that same expressiveness. All he's done is he's been cheery, he's been happy, he's been go fun, go lucky. Cam Newton throughout the season.
He's been glad he's been winning.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do they expect you to act when you're winning? Of course you're going to be happy. Like, Cam Newton is a different guy than Tom Brady. He's a different guy than Peyton Manning. He's a different guy than Ben Roethlisberger. I mean, like he said, he embraces his roots. He embraces the dabbing. He embraces the dancing. But now I feel like this also weighs on him so much more because now he just has to hear his critics say, oh, now I hope you're humbled. I hope you're happy with that loss at home. I hope it'll teach you something about character. What is it going to teach him about character that giving a kid a football is not good character? I don't know what to take out of it because I'm not by any means justifying that he handled it perfectly, but when people are talking about his character, I haven't seen any football player being willing to take fines to give footballs to young children. Show me a football player who's been willing to take fines to do that consistently week in and week out. Cam Newton got fined to an extent for every football he gave to those kids and his teammates as well. So people want to talk about how the Panthers didn't handle this well, didn't do this and that. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like it's like character. Like I understand that they lost. Yeah, I understand he's the face of the franchise, possibly the face of the NFL. But when you lose that championship game and you had so much weight on your shoulders and you feel like, and I even heard Brian Dawkins come on Mike and Mike this morning. Was talking about how it's one of those things that you never know if you're going to get back there because he as an Eagle, when they went back in 2003, I believe, he as an Eagle, you're giving that interview. You don't know if you're going to come back. No championship is ever guaranteed. You never know if you're going to get back there again. Especially in the NFL, it's so difficult to get back in the NFL. You never know you get back. It could possibly be the hardest place to return as a champion or even get back to the Super Bowl. You don't know when you're going to get back because that you feel like this was such a Cinderella storybook season for the Panthers. But now think about it. Every team knows about them now. So nobody's going to come in and just let the Panthers go under the radar like they did this season. Everybody knows about the Panthers now. And so they're going to be on the radar and they're going to be on the map. And teams are going to be looking to, knock off the team that was number one in the NFC or the team that knocked them off prior. So it's like I hear so many skeptics, so many critics, and I'm just like, man, give the dude a break. I think I saw a guy on Twitter say, "Oh, LeBron's lost 4 NBA Finals, and you haven't heard him be upset in a post-game press conference."
Wow!
I was like, hold on a second. So LeBron James definitely didn't say, "Oh, I know everybody wanted me to lose." I'm paraphrasing here just to be noted, but LeBron James wasn't the same guy that said, "Oh, I may have lost or whatever." I know there's a lot of people that wanted me and my team to lose, but at the end of the day, I love my life. I'm going to keep living my life. I'm going to be happy. But everybody that wanted us to lose, they had to go back to their same everyday lives, everyday jobs. So LeBron James took a jab at every person that wanted him to lose. You know what I'm saying? He said, y'all have to go back to your regular 9 to 5s while I get to live it up in my $1 million mansion. And he's not lying. He does. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He's telling the truth. He gets to live it up with his money and stuff. But LeBron James is the same dude that took a shot at everybody that wanted him to lose. And Cam Newton didn't do that. Cam Newton just kept quiet. He just gave subtle answers. Not like he ignored the reporters. And then after a while, after hearing enough questions and hearing the Chris Harris interview going on in the right next to him, you know, in the same room, he just decided to get up and leave before he said something that he regretted. And I feel like that deserves a little, you know, some kind of, you know, acknowledgement, you know, for him to show the maturity to just say nothing at all than to say something that could have been detrimental to the franchise and his team. But
I feel like people have been waiting to just like slander him.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. No reason. Like, and here, the dabbing from the and everything. The laws.
Bro, I can't. I bet you I can't. I probably can't. There's probably way more people that wanted Cam Newton to lose the Super Bowl than actual people wanted the Broncos to win. If that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Like people. It wasn't because
like, I hope they lose instead of I hope the Broncos win.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's not like people were like, oh yeah, Peyton Manning, get your last ring. It was people saying, oh, I hope Cam Newton goes home with a loss and whatever because they just couldn't stand Cam Newton. And
I don't understand. Man, it's just being.
And you know the funny thing is, this is why I realized social media is the worst place to be on after a game, because I saw so many memes of the Michael Jordan crying face with Cam Newton and his teammates. But you know the funny thing is, weren't those the same people a few days ago that were riding Cam Newton and them and doing dabs and piping it up because of Cam Newton? Funny, huh? Funny. When the team loses, yeah. Once they lose, everybody's
riding the bandwagon.
Everybody's ready with yeah, exactly. Once they lose, everybody's riding the bandwagon. I bet you, had the Panthers have won, all we would have saw was dabbing and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But everybody to each their own. To each their own. I just realized now.
You gotta leave that man alone.
That I'm happy for Peyton Manning. I'm happy for Peyton Manning, and that.
I don't think Eli was though.
Oh man, Eli. Yeah.
I don't think Eli was.
When they showed that touchdown, Eli said, "Damn it." He was like, "Come on, Cam, you're messing me up at family reunions. Thanksgivings, I can't say I got 2 no more."
You want the ammunition?
Yeah,
I said we got 2.
Yeah, right. We got 2 now. Like Eli legit looked hurt. I felt so. I was so weak just looking at that. Like just showing them, everybody showing the clip. I was so weak. But for real, and at the end of the day, I mean, it's congratulations to the Denver Broncos. You know, they're 2015, 2016 champions. They came to San Fran, handled their business. They sent the Panthers home with the L. There's going to be different stories coming out of this. And actually, there's a story now talking about how, oh, wow, Derek Fisher got fired. And the Knicks were playing better.
Wow.
And LaShawn McCoy, oh, my gosh, he got into an altercation over the weekend with 3 off-duty police officers and apparently assaulted them.
If you don't get arrested, come to Western Name. We need to run it back.
You said come to Jacksonville.
Because you know the Bills, Rex Ryan ain't gonna deal with that. So.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. All this breaking news right at the end of the show. Wow. Well, guys, man, that's crazy. I can't believe Derek Fisher got fired. That's kind of the one that just gets me. But guys, that's gonna wrap it up for today. It's KBR Sports, the best sports talk show of your 24-hour day on WODU Studios, the best in college radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at KBR Sports, where you can see our past shows and past segments. And make sure you subscribe and tell others to subscribe as well.
Follow us on Twitter too,
so we can get the name out there. And follow us, yeah, like Colin said, follow us at Twitter at KBR_sports, where you can see us tweet all the links for each show before we go on all the topics for the shows and everything that's KBR Sports. And also subscribe to the WODU Live YouTube channel. You can see past shows and other shows on there, and follow the WODU Studios YouTube channel. Twitter page, where they tweet about all the shows on the that come on this network. All right, y'all have a great day.